Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. I wasn't going to record one today because I'm absolutely exhausted, but I actually feel like doing one, so I might as well record one, I guess. And today we're going to be taking on Derby County. And for anyone who wasn't aware, it was this is obviously a Tuesday video, but I'm recording it on Monday. I had my theory test, and thankfully I passed. If anyone's interested in that, then there you go, there's my results. But more important things in this career mode to do. So last time we had an episode, we took on Middlesbrough, as you can see, at the Riverside Stadium, and we beat them 2-0, which is a good result. And I'm going to show you the calendar again quickly, hold on here, because we've been on a beaten run now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games this season so far. Well, obviously we lost to Stoke, but ever since then we've been on an unbeaten run, and it's actually propelled us into the playoff spots, as you can see in the league table here. The goal difference isn't exactly incredible, but we've actually got the same goal difference as Norwich, and even more than Derby County and some of the teams around us, actually, so it's not the worst either. But so far this season, we've managed to stop Fulham, we almost stopped Stoke, we drew against Nottingham Forest, we've had a few little sort of, I don't know, mini victories, I would say. But the big victory would be to get promoted back to back to back. Obviously, the goal is mid-table, and I feel like that would be probably a good goal for us. But if I could pull off a Premier League promotion back to back to back, that would be insane. I don't know if our team's ready for it, but it would still be awesome. But anyway, as you can see here in the news, Haaland's effort on goal helped his team grab a 2-0 win against Middlesbrough. The first goal in that match was an own goal, so it was the only goal scored by our team. And we've got a clash with Derby. They are just below us in 8th position, so they beat us, they leapfrog us into playoffs. Or at least they leapfrog above us. It's a battle between two of the pursuing clubs as Bradford City host Derby County in the league. 3 points are vital to both of these teams as they attempt to close the gap to the teams above them at the top of the table. Derby County know that only a win will do for them as they play catch-up, but Bradford City also know that a point is not necessarily the limit of their ambitions, so we should see a positive, open game of football. So, without further ado, might as well go on to the Valley Parade. We have to do some changes though, because if you didn't see last game, I was still a little bit annoyed about that tackle. I don't think personally was a red card, but it was a red card challenge apparently from Todibo, so we're going to have to give him a match break. Not out of choice, but you know, out of suspension needs, which is kind of annoying because he's our best defender, which might cause us to struggle a little bit here against Derby. And I'm still a little bit annoyed about the tackle. You can go back and watch the last episode. You can judge the tackle for yourself. It was towards the end of the game, I'm pretty sure. I think it was when we were 2-0 up towards the end. But I guess it's up to you guys. Obviously, the referee has deemed it as a red card. I obviously, as the biased manager of Bradford City, don't think it was. But I guess it's up to you guys. You guys can judge it. It's there for you to for you guys to see. But anyway, we're going to go into this game with this team. We've got Rossi in goal, who seems to be actually performing a little bit better. I've said that now. You probably can see the bucket load today. Kakachi as the captain and left back, Sterling at right back, Hennessy and Beaton as the centre backs, which is an interesting little partnership. Not a partnership I'd really like. Beaton's gone down in overall after going up in overall, I'm pretty sure. I think he was 71 not long ago, which is interesting. Van Damme's gone up to 69 now, and he is on the left mid spot. Carbonero on the right mid spot. Brady in the middle. I want to give Brady a bit more game time, try and upgrade his overall a little bit. Greenwood and Hlošek will be the attacking midfielders, and up front will be Erling Braut Haaland, who has got 11 goals so far this season. And I'll say it again, I say it every game, hopefully he can add to his total in this match. So without further ado, let's load in. I am quite tired, so if I sound a bit tired, then it's because I'm tired. I've been up since about 7 this morning, and it's now just after 9 PM. But I felt like playing Xbox, nobody else is really on, so I kind of decided I'll record a career mode. Because I do enjoy these career mode recordings, it's just sometimes it just pisses me off. There's some occasions where it's just really bad. I'm sorry if the stream is lagging, the weather is kind of not great. The wind is a bit of a problem, and the rain has been a problem all day. There's been flooding in this sort of area. I've been coming back from Glasgow today, and it was flooded all the way down, and we had to stop for a while. It took about 4 or 5 hours getting back instead of the 3 it usually takes. But anyway, it's sunny here in the game at the Valley Parade. Complete contrast to how the weather is here. which is interesting. I think the weather's kind of slacked off here, but I think it's still a bit bad up the road. Anyway, Erling Braut Haaland, always the featured player, or usually the featured player, unless someone's actually done better than him, which not many people have. There's only a couple of goal scorers that are better than him. I think actually it's only one goal scorer that's better than him, and one that's on 11 as well. I think Taylor is top with 12 for Bristol City, and then Cassiera is joint with 11, the Stoke player who scored 2 past us. I could be wrong, but I saw the top goal scorer leaderboard just at the start of the episode while I was like introing. Basically, I saw a little bit of the scorers board. I think that was what it looked like. You can always go back and look, I guess, if you're really that interested. And we'll see at the end anyway. Obviously, it might be different. Haaland might have scored again. Cassiera might have scored again. Anyone might have scored again, to be honest. But I don't see Stoke losing for a while. They're on a 14-game win streak, and I don't know who's going to stop them. We have another chance, obviously, later on in the season, unless somebody else has got there first. But here's our squad anyway. And we're on a good unbeaten run, like I showed you guys at the start of the episode. I think at 8 games, this will be the 9th game we go unbeaten in, if we get a draw or win, obviously. But they have a strong squad. They've got Scott Malone, who's been performing quite well. I think he was nominated for a Player of the Month. They've got Chris Martin, who's a strong striker. I don't really know much about their other players. If that's Andrew Shinney in the middle, then I know a little bit about him, but if it's not, then I don't know. I didn't see any of the subs because I was too focused on the other players on the starting 11. But anyway, we're going to kick it off here. Just go straight in. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a metaphor. I'm going to go straight in. And like I said, I've seen a little bit off the pace. I am tired. I've been up for 14 hours total so far today. Probably shouldn't have done a recording of this, but I just felt like playing FIFA, and this is kind of the first thing that came to mind. I didn't want to play Ultimate Team. Not really an Ultimate Team player. I play it a little bit, but not like to the extent that a lot of people I know play it. And foul against Brady there, a bit of a rough and tumble tackle there from Derby. I don't need Beaton charging forward here as my centre back, but I don't have any options to pass off to. I guess I could go up here and do a heavy touch, which I didn't intend. So it was good. Kakachi. Back to Greenwood. Fuck it, we'll go for it. No, that wasn't the idea. Well, it was the idea, obviously. It wasn't the plan that would have worked, though. Obviously, it's Brady. Malone feels pressure by Hlošek and clears it for a throw. Carbonero. Off back to Hlošek. Turning inside, Greenwood. Oh, it would have been such a good move, but Greenwood just over the bar. And for a while now, I think it was in maybe the last episode, the episode before this, they were talking about how he hasn't scored a goal in a while. I mean, he's not really a goal-scoring player this season. I've not really utilised him as a goal-scoring player this season. He's been more of a support player, like an attacking support player for Haaland. I do, like I've said a couple of episodes ago, I do want to go back to the 2-striker formation, but I don't want to, like, ruin Haaland's progress because he's been doing so well. But I might switch it back if it means Greenwood plays a bit better, because he's been good, but he hasn't been at his best, which is kind of concerning, because he was my main future star in this career mode. I was wanting him to grow the most. Obviously there are people who could grow more, but I would like him to grow the most, mainly because he is Man United, but also because he's a really good young player, very talented. Carbonero into Van Damme. Haaland, it's a late tackle. Haaland's going to continue. Oh, he's going to fuck it up. I don't even know how I've messed up there, to be honest. Like, how does centre back outpace me, first of all? How does centre back outstrength me, second of all? Like, I'm so confused. 90 strength, 85 pace. I've absolutely fucked that. I know that. I'm an idiot, to be honest, there in that position. Could go wrong here, I can already tell. Oh, nice save by Rossi. But no, I don't know how Haaland has not continued with the attack there. 85 pace, 90 strength, and couldn't keep the ball. It's a bit concerning. Brady's a really good midfielder. I know he loses his possession quite a bit, but he actually does fight for the ball back, and that's the sort of midfielder I want. And we've got Beaton as well, but he is an emergency centre-back right now, considering we have Todibo unfairly suspended, in my opinion. Obviously, in my opinion, because I'm a biased manager, but it's not the point. Yellow card for Buchanan from an earlier tackle. I believe it was the earlier tackle on Van Dam. I couldn't remember the guy who he tackled, so I'm glad the replay showed me. Van Dam and Brady are getting a hard time of it in this league, I'm not going to lie. I think Van Dam's now 17. Brady 17 or 18, so they're growing up. I'm just getting a hard time of it. They're pushing hard for something here, and I've absolutely just given it to them. I'm a moron. I'm a moron. Okay, thank God he's missed that, because I am an absolute moron. I knew as soon as that pass didn't work, it was going to be a shot for them. Luckily, he's miscued it. That could have been a disaster. Well, I guess not a disaster, but it could have been a goal down for us. Not been a good little bit of play there. I'm just going to pass it straight out here. I don't want to, like, lose possession immediately. I'll just lose possession a fucking second later. I knew he was going to do that little fucking run, mate. I knew he was going to come across and intercept Sterling there, and I'm so mad that he did, and I didn't. Like, if I knew, why would I pass there? Is my brain on? Evidently not. Try to skill around Beaton. Not going to happen, mate. Might be a pretty average player, but he doesn't get skilled on unless he gets skilled on, and that's the only way he gets skilled on, to be fair, so very rare. But now Mason Greenwood has been played through the ball of the century here, and he's absolutely made the keeper look an actual melon. For a second there, I thought, should I chip it? I don't know if it's going to work, but that was the perfect amount of power and the perfect amount of height on the chip. And the goal drought was ended, and he was just sent through there. It was a good little smooth passing move. I was thinking, should I just nick it into Haaland? But I didn't know if the defender was going to block it. So I thought, hell, I'll go alone. And he's got it over Mitchell there. Could have done a bit better with the save, to be honest, but it's over the guy and in the goal.
He also knows that you're at your most vulnerable just after
and Mason Greenwood with a cheeky chip puts us 1-0 up. Only 6 goals this season, not as much as he got in League One, but 6 goals in 15 games, and he's only been really a supporting kind of midfielder, not an actual full-on striker this season so far. That's not a terrible total, and he's scoring goals still, which is also good. He must be coming close to 50 for the club. He might even be over 50 for the club overall in all competitions, but I don't know. I don't really keep goal scoring tracks. Maybe I should. Maybe I should keep like records of the players that are in the club. Maybe I should make a wiki. I suppose nobody. I don't know if anyone would read it. That's gone wide, luckily. Kind of off balance, I think he was with the shot there. He was Holmes with the shot. Was off balance, it looked like. And Beaton put him off balance a bit, or maybe it was, I don't know. Someone put him off balance. I'm half asleep, guys, alright? I think it was Beaton. But regardless, it doesn't matter. He was off balance, he put the shot wide, and we get away with it. The one thing I hate about Brady having him in the midfield is he doesn't receive the goal kicks, and that's a little bit of an issue. Which means we may have to change it up, or we may just have to try a different version of goal kick. But Yaz won the ball back there, and that's what I'm meaning. He doesn't give up on the ball. He's a ball winner.
Struggling in terms of possession, but they won't mind. They're winning this game.
Carbonero could be through. Oh, not quite. I thought I could maybe just get a little route through there. Maybe, I don't know. I was trying to get to Haaland, to be honest. I think that's Carbonero was going to pick up there. But it's okay. We are a goal up to the good. They can have all the possession they want. We have the goal. We have the advantage in this game. That's a terrible pass, but it's going to come back to us. We have another chance here. Haaland asking for it through. Not gone well. We're getting a bit of bounce luck here until they tackled us. For a while we had a bit of bounce luck. And now Sterling's that position. And Lobjan Nidze has got a bit of room here. Sterling fast enough to get back, so I'm not 100% concerned about that. I hate those little passes where it's just too heavy and they get there before I do, and I can't do jack shit about it when I try and go for a tackle. Those are a little bit annoying, but it's my own fault really for overpowering the pass. Malone now. Sterling coming across really well, and Beaton should be able to get that clear, even if it's not to our player. But it's away from our goal, which is a bit of an improvement on the situation. Beaton, oh my god. Obviously he's not going to replace Todibo, but we might have to give him a bit more of a role in centre back than in centre mid, because he actually is not a bad tackler. I knew that from his stats, but I've been using him in the centre defensive mid, and I think maybe centre back is more where he's suited. In my team anyway, personally, I've absolutely fucked that up, but I've managed to clear it up. The lucky bounce on our side of things.
additional minutes.
We're going to get another run through Greenwood here. We might just. I don't know if it's going to be a goal, though, for Greenwood. It's going to be a back post cross to Loschek with a very good save from Mitchell. Can't even deny. That was a good little attack. Haaland was right in the middle. It went over his head. And it could be an equaliser for Derby County here if I'm not careful. Carbonero's got to go all the way back. Sterling out of position. And Lojanidze has run all the way in here. And it's a very good save from Rossi. Gets the leg out. I thought for a second there, once I got through, he's just going to leave it to go past him. But in the 4th minute of injury time of the first half, when it's only meant to be 3, Rossi keeps us ahead. I don't know how much we deserve to be in the lead, but we are in the lead. It's a little problem with us, really. We don't make enough chances sometimes. We don't have a lot of the possession, but we still have the class to finish the goals that or finish the chances that we do make, which I guess is a good thing. I can't really say that as a bad thing. Rossi should have that under control. I don't know if that'll be half time. It's not. Referee. We're nearly 6 minutes into bloody injury time, man. We are 6 minutes into the first half injury time when it was only meant to be 3. I cleared it away once. He said, "Oh, give him another chance." Just should have blown it there and then, but it's okay. Greenwood, the goal scorer, which is a bit surprising.
Well, Derek, he certainly was a good 45
but
minutes.
I can't believe I'm saying that. Greenwood scoring a goal is surprising, but he has scored. He's put his head against Derby County here at the Valley Parade. The Rams, the goal down at half time. Honestly, I feel like they probably deserve the lead, but I'm not going to complain. Whatever. How is Stoke doing? The main... Oh, they're drawing. Okay, interesting. Everyone else is kind of not relevant at the moment. Well, I mean, obviously they're relevant. They're near us in the playoffs, but the only one I care about is Stoke. I just want to see when they lose, because I should have made them lose, and I bottled it. But I just want to see them lose. And if it comes around to them winning so many games that we have to try and stop them again, I won't make a mistake second time around. Trust me. Trust me. I will put everything into that match. I mean, I'll put everything into every match, but I'll put even more than everything into that match. But now we need to hold on. It's Graham Shinney, not Andrew Shinney. Maybe it is Graham Shinney. I don't know his name. Maybe I don't know about as much about Scottish players as I thought. Haaland. On to Van Dam. One more into Greenwood. Yeah. Should have given it back to Van Dam. That's my fault. I shouldn't have been greedy with it. I knew that was going to bite me in the ass. I was thinking, should I let Greenwood try and get second or should I give it to Van Dam? I just knew that was going to fuck me over. I should have swayed, gone 2-0 up, but it's not the end of the world unless they score, and then it might be the start of the end of the world, perhaps. Brady. Sterling now in possession. Got a bit of room on the right here, and I'm not going to pass that up with an 89 pace right back. Let's try and get a little ball in here. Nobody's there. Sterling makes good runs. I actually like Sterling as a right back. He was a good little pre-contract signing. I made a couple of pre-contract signings like Beaton, who I thought not so great, but Beaton seems to be finding his niche in the centre-back role. Granted, he'll only be backup centre-back, but that means me giving more time to Brady, and I can bring Akpan in. And also, I brought in Sterling as a backup. Oh, sorry, as a right back to upgrade that kind of position as a pre-contract signing, and he's actually made some very good tackles. Unfortunately not there, but the header is way off from Martin. I believe it was Martin with the header anyway. McKinnon coming off for Bennett. First change of the day goes to Derby County. Still a goal to the good here. As I say, Pride Park, but we're not at Derby Stadium. I don't even remember if it is called Pride Park, if I'm being completely honest. It used to be anyway. I'm more of a used to be kind of fan than I am kind of fan currently. Like I'm a fan of like the club that I support, obviously, but oh no, I almost pulled it off. I was so close to pulling it off. I thought I had it as well, but he stuck out a leg. Oh, I should have maybe not have been greedy there, but I didn't. Kind of just some Plushik's name in shining lights, and I thought, hey, give it a go, see where it goes, you know. So pass it out to the left. Pass it out to the left then. I don't know what to. Derby and Middlesbrough, like I've said for multiple episodes now, Middlesbrough always seem to play the game after us, like a team that we just played literally. Tried to pass it off earlier, but couldn't get off in time. Probably down to me, I guess. I mean, probably fully down to me. They passed it earlier, obviously. But don't leave him open. Don't leave him open. Yes. Oh, Hennessy, not the. Okay, you were about to get praise. Unless we get it away again, you won't get any praise. Okay. Hennessy with the initial tackle, couldn't get the full clearance on it, which is unlucky, but we're going to get it away. We're going to just boot it. I've decided at this point I'm just going to boot it. If it gives them possession, it gives them possession, but we'll chase. Just in case they fuck up. Because they could fuck up. Oh, they might have fucked up there if I'd been in a slightly better position with Haaland. That would have been great if he just thrown it to Haaland. Could have chipped him again. Malone. Beaton strays away. Interesting idea there. It's not exactly what I was planning to do with him. Malone with a cross in. Hennessy half heads it away. I thought I was going to loop him for a second, but the header is off target luckily, and we're going to make a couple of substitutions here, I think, personally, on our side of things. I don't know when our next game is, but I'm going to make a couple of substitutions anyway. Brady can stay on. We'll give Van Damme a little break for some Andrew Banks action. And I think we can bring Kloschek off from McCartan, right? I think that should be a decent substitution. I think everyone else could stay as they are and probably finish off the game with that squad. Looping header. Beaton was beaten to it. Wasn't meant to be a pun, but could kind of make it into one if you really tried hard enough. But double substitute for us. McCartan and Banks coming on for Kloschek and Van Damme. I don't know if they're making a substitution as well. I think it's just us. Good performances from both. Not really anything stand out, but they've been solid. Lobjanidze coming off for Curtis as well, actually, for Derby County. I don't know why they didn't do a little animation for it, or a little feature for it, but I guess that's cool. End of the world, I'm not going to cry over the fact that my opponents didn't get a little substitution animation. But they are getting through here with Bennett, and that's a bit concerning. But Hennessy, very good defending from him. Tom Hennessy, coming for the Youth Academy, only 5'10", but he's absolutely incredible, and I don't think I'm going to make that, even with McCartan. If I'd not been stopped or obstructed there, I don't know, possibilities were on, but I think still it was probably too far. Malone coming off below.
Siru, Evans. I believe there's been a goal in the Barnsley.
Message for away supporters, Derby, you better listen to this.
It's the second goal for Barnsley. 75 minutes.
Coach will meet you outside the stand, and you can fuck off back to where you belong. I shouldn't talk shit, they might actually score here, hold on. Alright, get back up, back to where you belong. Oh, fuck it. We'll try and get it out to McCartan anyway. Haaland gets it out to McCartan. Going to try and throw it back in here. Back post. Erling Braut Haaland. Oh, come on. 2-0. Oh, it was a good little bit of play.
Well, I'm still trying to work out.
It rebounded off to Haaland, and Haaland with a great
goalkeeping.
Right past McCartan there. Couldn't make anything of it though. Banks catches offside. Playing to Greenwood. Brady, fuck it, might as well go. I was going to go for it, but I got tackled. I'm not going to bring Hennessy that far out. I'm not that. I'm not that dumb. I've learned a new way to defend, and I learned to bring outside backs. It probably hurts more than it helps, so I'm not going to bring all that pitch. There's a lot of things I've learned in this career mode so far, and it's how to play better. On World Class at first I was struggling, and now I seem to be, I feel like I'm improving. So against championship teams, and we're getting solid results. I wouldn't say we were best of the bunch, but we are getting solid results.
They should be fine in this game. The fans are certainly doing their bit.
Oh, a little bit of slipping there. Brady down still, but he's come to Greenwood here. He's got a bit of space. I don't know if Shinny's going to catch up. We're going to try and power down the line with him. Maybe power in a little bit with him. Oh, okay. Of course, he's been out strength. I thought for a second there he might actually get past and get a chance off there, but he's been out strength. Of course, he has Sterling coming forward, though, interestingly enough. Do 1-2 with him. And fuck it, we might as well go for it. Oh, it's a good save from Mitchell. Sterling coming way out of position there. A bit interesting, but it almost worked out. Haaland, I thought for a second, was going to stand away. He saw a shot coming, stopped himself, and it's been saved. I wonder if maybe a deflection from Haaland might send it into the goal. We'll never know, obviously. Mitchell trying to keep Derby in this. Still 1-0 here at the Valley Parade. Thanks to Mason Greenwood's goal in the first half. But will it be a second here for Haaland? He's been challenged. He can't get to it. Buchanan. Oh no, Mitchell, sorry. Buchanan's one of the outfield players. Why did it say his name when he didn't have the ball? Excuse me. Carbonera. I still want to pass this around the back just to hold on to the 3 points. I'm not going to. But we're going to go again. Not what I was in for, but it works. Carbonero. Little ball in. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I thought I timed it.
Yeah, look along the
Even,
line.
yeah, no, he was. Okay. I look back on the stream. Yeah. Okay. Fair. It wasn't meant to go to Haaland in the first place. It was meant to go to Carbonero in the first place for him to run through with the ball, but 2 minutes of added time, so not long for Derby to get an equaliser if they're going to get one, and I don't think they're going to get one because they've headed all the way back. And Haaland could have almost got on that, but it doesn't matter. We've gone and got the win. Another victory. Holy Christ. How long is this bit of form going to continue for? Derby manager shaking his head. Theo Johnson and the Derby manager having a little conversation there. It was Frank Lampard, but obviously it's not anymore. He's gone to Chelsea to manage. But the man of the match, in my opinion, I don't really have one, to be honest. I suppose Greenwood, because he scored the goal, but the man of the match will probably be Greenwood because he scored the only goal of the game. Nice little chip over Mitchell, and gives us a hard-fought win, to be honest, at the Valley Parade against Derby County. And that should put a bit of daylight between us and our playoff chasing pack. And I honestly think if we keep going like this, not only will we make the playoffs, we could actually get automatically promoted. I honestly am believing a bit more. Even when I'm tired, even when I'm like not fully aware, or well, it's not fully aware, I'm fully aware. When I'm not fully awake, I guess would probably be the better way to say it. I'm still winning matches. Maybe it's time to possibly go legendary. I don't know. I think world class is a nice little point, but I think if I get winning too much, I might trial legendary and see how it goes. I don't know. Anyway, we've got Greenwood as man of the match with an 8.1. Noah Van Dam, oh sorry, Greenwood with an 8.7. Noah Van Dam with an 8.1. Everyone else, solid performances. Rossi was good in goal. He made saves when needed. And he done well to keep the clean sheet as well. To be fair, he's not an easy day. Like, a couple of easy shots went his way, but he's not an easy day. He's made 7 saves, in fairness. Their best player was... It looks like it was Lobjanidze, who was subbed off. He was making chances for them, but they just couldn't put them away. 7.8 for him. Unfortunately for Derby County, they'll be maybe a little bit aggrieved they're on the losing end, but we got 3 points, and that's all that matters, really. Let's see how Stoke did. Stoke didn't win. Stoke actually did not win. Stoke were not victorious. The win streak has ended. Why does it say Trolls Fuse has invited me to a game when he's not even online? Stoke were...
Can we just grab a minute of your time for a few questions?
I mean, they're still unbeaten, but the win streak's come to an end. Talk about Stoke and how they fucking didn't win. Oh, Bradford says unbeaten so far in the AFL Championship for the last 9 league games. So you're confident to keep the streak rolling. We're going to go for the same answer every time. Not obsessed. Sooner or later we will concede defeat, so I will not turn this streak into an obsession. I will never answer differently, because winning streaks, as good as they are, they're not the main be-all and end-all. You were able to secure the victory today before half-time. You pleased with how things went in the second half? Yeah, we were solid. We're a better team. Actually, I don't know. We'll go focus on our next match. I don't know if we were the better team. I think we were probably equal. They have more possession. We have more chances. I think we're probably equal today. We're full value for the win today. I'm not really interested in dissecting today's performance. We already have our sights on the next match. Managed to turn inside and find a decisive goal. Given that there wasn't much to split the two sides leading up to the end, that should come away with the win. Sorry, I'm a bit behind the subtitles. I'm reading back on my recording. Trust we'll give it our all. Regardless of the outcome, I always trust my players to give it their all and fight to the end. They did exactly that out there today.
Thanks,
Very
that's all the
happy
questions
morale.
we have for you.
The Bradford City club are thriving well, I would say, under me. And we've put ourselves into 5th now. Still very, able to fall out of playoff contention here. But we're in the playoffs, which is not where I expected to be. So, I mean, I guess that's an improvement. Stoke finally dropping some points. Granted, they're still undefeated, and they're probably still going to win the league unless some miracle happens, like we absolutely just destroy every single team we come up against and win, every single game, like they've been doing. I don't know. There's Rotherham next, and Rotherham are pretty low in the table. I'm just going to take a little scouting report here. They're rock bottom, and they haven't won a game all season. I swear, if this unbeaten streak ends at Rotherham, I'm going to be pissed. Before we go into the next match, we've got a couple of things here. First of all, we've got Francesco Conti. Bosler may not be the first name on a team sheet, but I feel I should be getting some more playing time. That's perfectly fine. I'll consider your request. You can play in the Rotherham game. They're bottom of the league. No real No real danger there, in my opinion. But if we do lose, then I don't know. I don't know. How can we beat the big teams and then lose against the small teams? Young Claire Tadebo has completed suspension, is eligible for selection. Of course he is. He only had a 1-match ban, so we can bring him back. I might put out a slightly weaker team because Rotherham are bottom of the league. I haven't won a game all season, and I feel like it gives us some time to play some less used players. And this man right here, Francesco Conti, he'll get a bit of trading as well. We'll give him a bit of trading, but he is going to be one of them. I think I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try a wide midfield of Banks and Van Damme and see how it works out. Obviously, they're not fully at their potential, not even close. It's going to take a lot more training for this season and maybe next season as well. I'll give a bit to Haaland. I really want my first 80 rated player, and I think that Haaland is going to be the man to be that first 80 rated player. I just need to keep working on him, I think. I haven't really worked on him. I've kind of hoped his natural growth would carry him a bit more, but it's not gone as good as I expected. Carbonero is edging so close here to 75. What will put him up? What will put him up to 75? A decent result here. A decent result, I think, would put him up to 75. Let's see. Yep, Carbonero gets his 75 rating. Banks, Conti with A's. Banks also with a D and the other drill, but we didn't train Van Damme at all, but that's not the end of the world. Haaland only getting a D, which is unfortunate because I'm trying to get him to be my first 80 rated player. I want that clickbait title soon. And it could be either him or Hlošek. I don't know. Hlošek 78, Haaland 79. I'm assuming it'll probably be Haaland first, but kind of want it to come sooner rather than later. And we're getting very close to Halloween, and we're going to get a little message before Halloween. And I think that was a player that was on my Youth Academy report. I'm sure he'll still... I think he'll still be there if I didn't decline it. I don't know how to check these reports. Hold on. Advance. Okay, nice. Cancel him. I don't think we can actually do that. But I don't think he was one that was exactly like world class anyway. So not the end of the world. I was looking obviously for my pre-contract signings, and not got much right here. There's a lot of no faces, I guess. But one that intrigues me. One that really intrigues me here. Let's just come up on the list. Ousmane Dembele. Very, very interesting. Well, I can't believe it's... Oh, I already got him on the short list. Okay, I must have had a look at him already. I would like a goalkeeper as well. I tried going for this guy, but he's actually worse than what we have. He's 7 years older and 4 or 5 overalls lower. I was thinking of going for ter Stegen, but I think since it's a sort of a long-term rebuild, as much as I would love to go for ter Stegen, maybe a couple of years ago, I would have probably gone for him. But he's 29. He might decline soon. His stats will be still insane. I could probably have him for a couple of seasons. And if maybe no other goalkeepers come up on this list, he might be one I try and get a pre-contract, and that'd be insanity if we could get him in. Him or Dembele. I know those are big reaches, but I am really ready to reach. And of course, they'll take a pay cut because we're a championship club. It could be interesting. Although the problem that I've noticed, as I just clicked off there with Dembele, it might be we have to pay his release clause, despite the fact that he's a pre-contract. I don't know. But up next, we are travelling away to Rotherham Stadium. I'll get the name of it for the next episode. But of course, we've got a press conference before that, as you can see on the right there. And might be talking about how we're exceeding our expectations and actually in the playoffs when our initial goal was mid-table. Which is actually quite interesting. I don't know how we've done this. This is not what I expected. First championship season. I expected a bit of a struggle, which we had at the start of the season, I'm not going to lie. A bit of a struggle, a bit of consolidation, and maybe we work our way up next season. But this is exceeding expectations. And I know it's early in the season. We've got a long way to go. But I honestly believe, I don't know what can stop us from getting promoted or even winning the league. I don't know what could stop us at the moment. I mean, obviously, we're going to lose at some point down the line. It could even be this Rotherham game, which would be a disaster. But at this current time, we're on top of the world. We're on a 9-game unbeaten streak, a 4-game win streak. We're definitely exceeding all expectations that were put on us. Because look at this. I'll quickly show you. This was the objective at the start of the season. Finished mid-table. We're in 5th. FA Cup can be ignored. The club worth, we've got 3 seasons to do it. And we've already done a third of it in a half a season. with this one, we can do. We will do. We've signed Linkvist, and we've signed Ericsson. Obviously, we'll have to play them in the 50% of the games next season, which is a bit of a problem. But I mean, if they grow enough, why not? And then we've got this brand exposure goal. Might as well look at all the goals here. Increase season ticket holders with at least 10% of the stadium's capacity. I don't know how I'm meant to do that when we can't build a bigger stadium. Although I guess maybe. Let's take a look actually at the little office bit. I don't know how we do the season tickets thing here. Where's the match tickets? There we go. Do we get to see how many people have got season tickets? There's the player shirt sales. Loschek, Haaland, and Carboneros. Press Greenwood isn't getting a few, but it's fine. Wages, don't talk about that. But match attendance 23k, average attendance 24k, decent. Is there a way to check the season ticket? Like, what do you call it? Oh, there we go. Season tickets, 510k. I don't know how much the tickets cost each, but we are making quite a bit of money. I guess match tickets are 2.7. Season tickets 510k, which is probably maybe about a fifth or a sixth or something in between that sort of area. We could always upgrade. Yeah, okay, that makes a bit more sense now. I've actually looked into it a little bit more. Oh, sorry, I'm rambling here. I should let you guys go on in the episode, but I just wanted to have a little look there, and yeah, but that is it, I guess. We have to do a lot of objectives still within a few we've got a few seasons to do some of them, but we should be able to get them done. But like I said, well, I haven't said it yet, but hope you guys have enjoyed anyway. I'm tired. I'm way off my game today. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. We got a 1-0 win, just edged out Derby County with a Mason Greenwood goal. And next time we will take on bottom of the table Rotherham away at their stadium. I'll get the name of the stadium, and hopefully we'll get a thrashing against them. Maybe they'll be this season's Burton. I don't know. They've probably already got more points than Burton did last year. But like I said, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you very, very soon for some more Bradford Say Career Mode. Goodbye for now.